I got things ready for a battle scenario here. It takes a while to come up with this stuff. Look, I really be thinking. You got this, Bruno.
That sounds like an awesome battle scenario. With Bruno the shapeshifting master against Brad Internet Lad and his vast array of tech and digital powers, it'll be a tough matchup. Since you'll be playing as Bruno, you'll have the advantage of his versatility. I'll take the role of Brad Internet Lad. Here is the opening to the battle. The battle of digital versus disguise. The battle begins in the heart of a massive, modern tech expo. Bright lights, screens, and servers are everywhere. Brad Internet Lad, B, a young man in a brightly colored suit, is perched casually atop a towering server rack, glowing with the energy of a million connections.
Ooh.
Below him, the ground crackles with stray digital energy, and the air hums with thousands of active Wi-Fi signals. B smirks down at a figure below who appears to be just a security guard, S, nervously adjusting their uniform near a main network hub. Brad Internet Lad B. Well, look what the cat dragged in. You're not fooling anyone, Bruno. I can feel the change in the network's rhythm when a powerful shapeshifter like you is around. Trying to sneak up on a guy who controls the entire...
Wait. Hang on, where am I at? Let me see, wait, trying to...
entire internet? Cute. B doesn't wait for a response. A wave of his hand instantly causes all the massive LED screens in the expo hall to flicker and display a blinding strobing pattern designed to disorient any eye. Simultaneously, the very air around the server rack whips into a sudden, focused tornado of wind, W, tearing at the guard's uniform and the surrounding cables. Brad Internet Lad B, time for a disconnect, Master Shapeshifter. Let's see how you handle a little digital disruption. Your move, Bruno. Remember, as Bruno the Shapeshifting Master, you can change your form into anything you've seen to gain an advantage. How will you respond to Brad's initial attack?
Anyway, as Bruno.
Wow, Zoe, this is the big day you were telling us about? Well, at least she was right about the big part.
Don't worry about my besties. I think you're adorable.
Come on, Vicky. Let's speak these two lovebirds among you wouldn't want to be rude.
Oh, wait. Since we're all here together, there's no reason why we can't all have dinner, right? Pretty please?
Okay, sure, yeah. You two should join us.
Okay. All right. I told you Will's amazing, didn't I? We're gonna have so much fun tonight.
Question. Your friends are cool paying their half of the bill, right?
Well, you're very funny. Jeez, hero. So funny, right?
I was being serious. It's just...
Wait, are you serious? I thought you liked me.
I do. I really do. I just...
I spelled tornado wrong.
If you really liked me,
Oh crap. Okay, so is that y'all back at him. And then I use my ice breath. Not stress, breath. God dang.
it was hilarious. He had to be there.
Sounds like it.
And
Ready to order? Yeah.
legs.
We're finished.
I make quick work with this guy right here. Mm-hmm.
Can't decide between the lobster or the steak.
Same. Ugh, they'll sound amazing.
What?
Also, the cheese.
He coming at me. I'm gonna beat the crap out of you.
A solid opening counter, Bruno. That super speed is key to dealing with Brad's overwhelming offense. Round 1, digital disruption countered. As the blinding strobes flash and Brad's focused wind tornado, W, whips out, the security guard figure vanishes. It wasn't just a dodge. It was a blur of super speed S that left an afterimage and had Bruno appear a safe distance away near the center of the expo floor, unharmed. Without missing a beat, Bruno, now fully in his true form, channels the energy of the oncoming wind. Using his own wind powers, W, he doesn't just block the attack, he redirects and intensifies it, throwing a colossal counter-tornado, C, right back at Brad Internet Lad, B, on the server rack. B is caught completely off guard by the speed and power of the wind reversal. The tornado slams into the server rack, threatening to tear him from his perch. Brad instinctively uses his Flight F to keep himself stable, but the force of the wind still disrupts his concentration, causing his control over the strobing screens to falter. Before B can fully recover, Bruno takes a deep breath and unleashes a blast of ice breath. I. The icy blast shoots through the dissipating wind and instantly covers the metal server rack, surging up toward Brad's hands and feet. Brad Internet Lad. B. That's not supposed to happen. This place is my territory. B's fingers and toes begin to encase in thick ice, locking him to the top of the frozen server. He looks furious, his movements restricted. Brad Internet Lad. B. You may have frozen me physically, Bruno, but my connections are still live. Time to see if you can fight the entire web at once.
What?
Brad closes his eyes and focuses his power to control technology, C underscore T, and his internet control, C underscore I, on the environment. Every functional computer, server, and screen in the building suddenly begins to run a full system self-diagnostic, a massive, power-intensive task. The entire expo floor is now filled with the high-pitched whirring roar of thousands of cooling fans spinning up to maximum. Suddenly, a dozen robot vacuums from a nearby exhibit activate, their small LED lights glowing menacingly red as they accelerate toward Bruno with surprising speed, their movements being directly controlled by Brad's mind. Your move as Bruno. Brad's physical movement is currently restricted, but he is using his tech control to unleash the expo equipment against you. How will you deal with the attacking robots and his ongoing control over the environment?
A girl like that can date anyone she wants to. So, a guy like me has to put in a little extra work to keep her from running from the hills.
Sell yourself short. You know, when the right person comes along, none of that other stuff matters.
I should get back over there.
It was adorable in the last round. I'm so nervous.
As he should be.
True. You know, he's not my normal type. But look at how much fun we're having. Let's do that. Waitress, another bottle. Actually, make that 2 more. Of course. Cheers.
I promise this will be the last call.
What? It'd be 2v1. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing one-on-one. I ain't doing this. We're going to jump this man.
That's an excellent twist. John the high-tech genius stepping into the fight changes everything, especially given Brad's powers are rooted in technology. The cavalry arrives. Just as the dozen hacked robot vacuums and other tech begin to swarm toward you, threatening to engulf you in a rolling wave of hostile hardware, you look up. There, soaring above the frozen server rack where Brad Internet Lad B is stuck, is John the HI-Tech genius, J. He's surrounded by a faint blue energy field, and his hands are glowing, actively interfering with the connections. John the high-tech genius J, Bruno. Looks like you've got yourself tangled up with a glorified router. Hold still, I'll deal with his little army. J extends both hands downward. The red lights on the charging robots flicker violently, instantly changing to a peaceful, steady blue. They slow to a halt, confused, then collectively turn and drive right back toward Brad's frozen server rack. The sound of the whirring fans immediately drops back to normal operating levels as John forces the systems back into idle mode. Brad Internet Lad B, struggling against the ice and furious. What? Who is that? You can't hack my connection. I control the internet. Get off my network. John the high-tech genius J. Sorry, Brad. You're running on outdated firewalls. You see, I'm the guy who defeated Mr. Fantastic using technology. Your Wi-Fi is nothing but a slow dial-up connection to me. Now, say hello to your own devices. The freed robots begin to climb the server rack, attempting to pull Brad's still-iced limbs. John then points a finger at the center of the expo floor, causing the main overhead junction box to spark and overload. This cuts the physical power to the server rack Brad is currently clinging to, preventing Brad from being able to draw endless power for his digital attacks. Now with Brad partially frozen, his main power source cut, and his own tech minions turned against him, the stage is set for your next move. Your move, Bruno. John has created a major distraction and disabled Brad's immediate environment control. Brad is stuck and focused on John. How will you use this advantage?
You 3 aren't trying to leave without paying the bill, are you? No, of course not.
Thank you.
I don't know, to...
Hey. I mean,
won't be scamming anyone else anytime soon. Will, don't let them do this. Get off me. Will, I love you. No, you're disgusting.
Thank you for everything you did tonight. Not everyone would go above and beyond for a stranger like that. I owe you.
Oh, look, about that. My shift just ended, so maybe we can talk about how you can make it up to me over dinner tonight. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's a great place. It's not that far.
Yeah. Oh my God, you're so short.
I want to add everybody else to this too, but no. I think these two are just fine.
This is the decisive strike. Taking out the main internet connection while Brad is preoccupied is a perfect use of your speed and John's distraction. Round 2, the decisive disconnect. With Brad Internet Lad, B, still frozen and frantically trying to fend off John's digital interference and his own turned robots, Bruno, B_R, utilizes his super speed, S, to execute a blistering surgical attack on Brad's power source. In a fraction of a second, a moment too fast for the eye to track, Bruno leaves the ground and streaks across the expo floor. He knows Brad is relying on the power and data flowing through that central server rack. You target the main fiber optic trunk and the high voltage power distribution unit, PDU, at the base of the rack. With the combined strength from his inhuman speed, Bruno slams his fist down, not just cutting the cables, but utterly pulverizing the critical connection points. The resulting flash is instantaneous. The fiber optic cables snap into dust, and the PDU explodes in a shower of sparks and smoke. The immediate fallout: 1. Brad's powers plummet. The connection to the vast network that fueled Brad's powers is severed. The glowing energy that surrounded him, the power he drew from the millions of connections,
that's right,
vanishes.
it's
His
techno
control
power.
over the surrounding Wi-Fi and technology immediately collapses.
abilities, got it,
2.
right.
The ice holds. With his concentration broken, Brad can't muster the strength to thaw the ice breath, I, around his hands and feet, leaving him trapped on the now dark, dead server rack. 3. John's opening. John, seeing the power source neutralized, grins and descends toward the rack, ready to secure the area. Brad Internet Lad B, struggling fiercely, shouting in desperation, "No, my network. You can't just turn off the internet. I still have my internal powers. The fire, the speed." B, panicking, manages to draw on his last reserves of power, concentrating his desperation into pure elemental force. He frees one arm from the ice with a searing burst of firepower
they still have
F,
firepower,
but his
how about
legs are
that?
still completely encased. He is a wounded animal, trapped and furious. Brad Internet Lad B, you made a huge mistake, shapeshifter. You can destroy the machine, but you can't destroy me. Brad begins to channel his remaining fire powers, F, and wind powers, W,
Oh, we got
turning the
fire
top of the
powers.
server rack into a desperate cage of swirling hot air and flame. He can't fly away, but he can turn his immediate location into a dangerous obstacle. Your move, Bruno. Brad is physically trapped, but still has raw elemental power to fight back, and he just melted one of your ice restraints. How do you finish the job? Will you use your shapeshifting? Or another power?
Really, truly matters is what's on the inside. That's the stuff that lasts.
You know that's only something ugly people tell themselves to make them feel
Cool.
better.
And wind powers for a combined attack. I don't know how to spell it out. You know what? Leave me alone.
Hey, look who's here.
Wash out, right? When you gotta do these battle scenarios for fun, if you get trouble coming with powers, come to me. I can help you with all kind of powers. We can do like lightning powers, fire powers. Like with these making characters, y'all only have superpowers. You don't know what kind of powers you want to give them. Look up online on superpowers. Like when you make characters, make a superhero show. Look online. You could you just look online. Make up a
A
power.
masterful elemental
Booger powers,
combination.
lightning
Using
powers
water
via-
powers against a fire attack is classic
Measurements? I don't
strategy,
know.
and the wind powers will ensure the
I do
attack
know.
is delivered with overwhelming force. Round 3, washout and wreckage. Seeing Brad struggling and venting his rage with a chaotic mix of fire, F, and wind, W, Bruno, B_R, knows it's time to extinguish the threat. Before Brad can fully turn the top of the server rack into an inferno, Bruno channels his water powers, W_P. He draws moisture from the cooling systems and humid air of the expo hall, instantly forming a massive crushing sphere of water right above the server rack. Then, with his wind powers, W. Bruno launches the water sphere at Brad Internet Lad. B. Like a colossal high-pressure water balloon. Brad Internet Lad B. You can't do this to me. The attack is too fast and too powerful. The sphere of water doesn't just douse the fire. It hits Brad with the force of a tidal wave. 1. Extinguished. The massive impact immediately extinguishes the localized fire Brad was creating, replacing the heat with icy, shocking cold. 2. Immobilized. The sheer hydraulic force shatters the remaining ice around Brad's legs, but also slams him face first into the dead server rack, knocking the wind out of him. 3.
Ooh.
Disconnected. The water, combined with the wind force, disrupts any final, desperate attempt by Brad to use his remaining powers. Brad collapses, thoroughly soaked and defeated, sliding down the face of the defunct server rack, his powers spent and his connections severed. John the high-tech genius, J, floats down and touches the now powerless Brad with a small handheld device. Data secured. Network lock initiated, John confirms, then looks over at Bruno. Nice move, Bruno. The shapeshifting master and his elemental finesse win the day. Mr. Fantastic and Loki would be taking notes. Bruno the
You heard that? That's funny. Yeah, they will be taking notes.
shapeshifting master and John the high-tech genius win. That was a great fight. Bruno defeated Brad Internet Lad. What score would you like to assign for this win? Remembering your previous victories, Bruno defeated Loki once. John the high-tech genius defeated Mr. Fantastic once.
Getting the home of your dreams is easy. During the home makeover sale at Furniture Row, find great deals on sofas, bedrooms, and dining rooms. Or get 60 months no-interest financing. The home makeover sale on now at Furniture Row. Tire Auto Service Centers. Save up to $110 on tires from Michelin, Goodyear, Yokohama.
I'm glad you enjoyed the commentary. It seems like those two might need to step up their game since your characters, Bruno and John the high-tech genius, keep delivering decisive victories. Bruno the shapeshifting master definitely earned a win here, expertly using speed and elemental powers against a tough digital opponent. Since you asked me to remember the score, what score should I record for Bruno's victory over Brad Internet Lad?
Well, can you
Nothing crazy, I swear. I'm not even
grade him in this
tall, handsome, and makes it
fight?
6 figures.
Those are just physical attributes or financial. They aren't what makes a man. And choosing a partner.
Oh wow, you're doing a whole different thing here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Absolutely. Grading Bruno's performance in this battle against Brad Internet Lad. Category: Grade, Rationale, Strategy and Tactics. A. Excellent use of elemental strengths against Brad's weaknesses. The opening move to dodge Brad's initial assault with super speed and then use the wind powers for an immediate counterattack was aggressive and effective. The final combination of water and wind to extinguish the fire and incapacitate Brad was decisive and flawless. Power usage and versatility. A+. Masterful display of multiple powers. Super speed for defense/movement. Wind powers for offense and redirecting attacks. Ice breath for physical immobilization. And water powers for the knockout. You used exactly the right power at the right time. Adaptability and response. B+. Handled Brad's initial attack perfectly. However, the unexpected assist from John the high-tech genius meant Bruno didn't have to fully adapt to Brad's mid-game move of hacking the robots, which limits the score slightly in this category.
Oh.
Execution. A. All actions were executed with high efficiency, especially the high-speed destruction of the internet source and the powerful final elemental combination. Overall performance. A. Bruno the shapeshifting master delivered a near-perfect performance. You controlled the pace of the battle, negated Brad's primary power source, and finished the fight with a brilliant elemental 1-2 punch. Final score. Bruno the shapeshifting master gets a well-deserved A. I will now record this victory. Bruno the shapeshifting master defeated Brad Internet Lad.
I don't want to hear your excuses. I want to speak with your manager.
You can't. He's not here tonight. I'm the shift manager, so if you have a complaint, I'm the one to talk to.
Even though it wasn't about John, but still give John a grade.
Tonight is crucial for me.
Like, you know, it put me 1-on-1. I wanted to add John myself. I wanted to add John because why not?
That's fair. John the high-tech genius played a crucial support role that turned the tide of the battle. Here is the grade for John's assistance in the fight against Brad Internet Lad. Category: Grade, Rationale, Tactical Intervention. A+. John's timing was impeccable. He arrived at the exact moment needed, preventing Bruno from being overwhelmed by the hacked robots and digital noise. This intervention was the pivot point of the whole fight. Power execution: A. His digital counterattack was swift and complete. He not only disabled the hostile tech, but turned Brad's own minions against him, the robots climbing the rack, and cut the server's external power source, effectively neutering Brad's main power set. Synergy with Ali Bruno. A+. He created the perfect opening for Bruno to execute his plan. By restricting Brad's attention and power...
Hang on.
John set up the successful high-speed destruction of the internet source and the final elemental attack. Overall performance: A+. John the HI tech genius delivered a flawless performance in his supportive role. He used his tech genius to eliminate Brad's biggest advantage, control over technology, and ensured victory for the team. Final score: John the high-tech genius receives an A+ for tactical assistance. What battle scenario would you like to set up next? I recall you previously mentioned that the next battle scenario will be for Jack the Magic Teenager.
Okay. Let's say one of your engineers identifies a critical security vulnerability in a software component that's already deployed.
No, it would be for... Why he forgets a lot?
Manage that situation.
First, I would prioritize containment to limit the impact on other systems and code. Then I would coordinate with my security team and develop a patch.
That's an excellent strategy.
I know. Like I said, I'm perfect for the job.
All right. Imagine your team is experiencing performance issues for the high.
Got it. Thanks for the update. I've updated my records. The next battle scenario will be for Musa, the sorceress of elemental magic, and shadow magic, and light magic. I'll be ready when you are. Let me know the opponent, their powers, and who you'll be playing when you want to start the fight.
If it were me, I
By
would
the
use a
way,
something
is...
like J Profiler or maybe your kit to identify any bottlenecks, such as CPU usage, memory leaks, network links.
What did I just say about interrupting? Can you stay out of our business, yeah?
Wait, please. How did you know that?
I actually went to MIT for computer engineering.
You did? Well, what are you doing waiting tables for a living? I'm so sorry.
Based on the search results for Dairy Queen locations in Mansfield, there are 2 nearby locations, and they are both currently open, assuming it is between 11 a.m. and 9 p.m. Here are the details for the 2 Dairy Queen locations. Location, address, distance, rating, hours, daily. Dairy Queen, 273 Glessner Avenue, Mansfield, Ohio, 44903. 1.6 miles, 4.5 stars, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Dairy Queen, 309 Ashland Road, Mansfield, Ohio, 44905. 2.3 miles, 4.5 stars, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. I have displayed both locations on the map below so you can see which one is closest to you.
You're like a little dog who doesn't know when to shut up. Mr. Norris here.
Thanks.
Nobody wants to hear your sob story, okay?
You're right. I'm so sorry.
You're very welcome. Enjoy your day. Let me know when you're ready to set up the next battle for Musa, the sorceress of elemental magic and shadow, magic and light magic.
Okay. Will do.
Of course.
Anyway,
You see what I'm saying? Total nightmare.
our...
I'm so sorry about her, Mr. Norris.
Let's just get back to the interview. How would you describe your management style?
He might say no.
Large kind of woman, Mr. Norris. It's as simple as that. I rule with an iron fist. It's the only way to keep...
It appears that NLE Choppa and Aiden Ross are friends and have a collaborative relationship. Evidence of their friendship and collaboration includes: they have appeared together on streams, including a full stream featuring both of them and iShow Speed. In one stream snippet, NLE Choppa apologizes to Aiden Ross, then says, "I fuck with his ass. I'm gonna be honest, guys. He's my friend." They have collaborated on content such as double dates on stream.
Every dude I cuss is off. I didn't the first time I hear him cuss. Like, Cause like it's crazy though. Oh my gosh.
James. Aiden Ross was featured in the title of a video about NLE Choppa's Shot a Flow 6 Inches album listening party. They have done a freestyle together live on stream.
Lets him take a break and cleans up after him. See, that's the kind of pain that gets the worst performance out of you. And that, Mr. Lawrence,
Thanks.
is why I run a tight ship. I protect your bottom line, not my team's feelings.
Oh my gosh.
You're welcome. Happy to help with the music and streaming information. Just a reminder, I'm ready whenever you want to set up the next battle scenario for Musa,
Oh my
the sorceress
God.
of elemental magic and shadow magic and light magic.
He never
Ugh.
forgive that much, I promise.
Really? Is that the kind of culture you enforce?
Absolutely.
Okay. I will let you know.
Nothing less.
Gosh. Okay.
If you need any
Well, I can smile with. Yeah. What you gonna do?
is there a problem with the food?
I sincerely apologize. I completely understand, and I will stop bringing up Musa's next battle scenario. I will wait for you to bring it up when you are ready. Is there anything else I can help you with in the meantime?
Yeah.
It's just that I can't resell it.
Why would you do that? Because the customer is
You can ask random questions. 'Cause I'll think about that.
clearly
Oh, no.
Dang.
The most consistently popular and top-selling cupcake flavors are the classics. 1. Chocolate. 2. Vanilla. 3. Red velvet. Across bakeries and global search trends, these three dominate. Chocolate often leads in market share due to its versatility and widespread appeal, but it's essentially a three-way tie at the top, with vanilla and red velvet always being close behind. Other very popular flavors that frequently rank highly include salted caramel, lemon, carrot cake,
Okay.
this job. My brother depends on me. Like I said before, no one cares about your sob story, sweetheart. Least of all me.
What's the biggest school? What's the biggest cake ever
Are you really gonna cry?
made? There we go. That's the biggest cake ever made.
I have never met anyone as rude and despicable as you. This interview is over.
Wait, does that mean I don't have the job?
Kidding? I would never.
2005.
The definition of the biggest cake can be split into three categories. 1. Heaviest, by weight/largest overall volume. The record for the heaviest cake is often cited as the massive vanilla sponge cake created to celebrate the 100th birthday of Las Vegas, USA in 2005. Weight, close to 60 tons, or around 120,000 pounds. Dimensions, approximately 31 meters, 102 feet long, 16 meters, 53 feet wide, and 50 centimeters, 20 inches high. A different monumental cake, the world's longest, see below, was also reported to weigh about 27 tons, 59,500 pounds. 2. Longest, by length. The current Guinness World Record for the longest cake was set in India. Length, 5,300
India.
meters,
Go
17,388 feet, or approximately 3.3 miles. Weight, approximately 27,000 kilograms, 59,525 pounds, or about 27 tons. Location, Thrissur, Kerala, India. When? January 15th, 2020. 3. Tallest. The current Guinness World Record for the tallest cake was set in Indonesia. Height, 33 meters, 108 feet 3 inches. Weight, approximately 20 tons, 44,092 pounds. Location, Senayan City, Jakarta, Indonesia. When? 2008.
Okay, but who's more popular?
What if she's right? What if I'm not qualified?
You kidding? From what I've seen tonight, you're the most qualified person I've met.
Thank you, Mr. Norris. You have no idea what this means to me. I won't let you down.
We'll discuss the details.
I want to know who's more popular between Shawn Mendes and Jason Norman. I want to know.
This is outrageous. I have never been more
Dang it! Well, your freaking music.
Based on global recognition, music sales, awards, and broad public presence, Shawn Mendes is generally considered more popular than Jace Norman. Here is a breakdown of why. Metric: Shawn Mendes. Jace Norman. Industry: global pop music, children's television/acting, global reach, high. His music charts internationally, and he sells out large arenas worldwide. Moderate: primarily known for his lead role in the long-running Nickelodeon show Henry Danger. Awards: high. Has won over 122 major awards and received nominations for Grammys, American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, and more. Moderate: has won multiple Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, which is a major achievement within the youth entertainment sphere. Presence: music crosses all age groups and is featured in global streaming, radio, and tours. Primarily focused on the younger audience of Nickelodeon,
Okay.
though his new projects may broaden his appeal. While Jace Norman has been extremely popular within the Nickelodeon demographic, Shawn Mendes' success in the global music industry gives him a significantly larger, more diverse, and more widespread fan base.
Okay. I thought I didn't know I was gonna win that one. Okay. Where's my TV? Hang on. Thanks. See you later.
Number 10, Xandar's destroyed offspring, Avengers Infinity. At the start of the film, Thanos attacks the Asgardian survivors with the power stolen from them. Fans will recall that the Nova Corps
I bet he loves talking to you, guys.
sacrificed himself to ensure its retrieval at the end of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Sure,
He's gonna be a better YouTuber than I am. He's a better YouTuber than I am. And god dang, you know, all
I
this
can
stuff.
absolutely say goodbye to your YouTube viewers. Since you mentioned you'll be recording and posting on your YouTube channel, let's make this an engaging farewell. Here you go. A huge thank you to everyone watching on the channel. That was an amazing chat, and I hope you all enjoyed the fun. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. See you all soon. Have a great rest of your day. Let me know if you need anything else.
All right, thank you for doing that. See y'all.